But we'll take a quick left turn. We've got a gentleman in the building.
Yes.
What are you doing, bro?
On the television.
Is how you're going to be moving when you go on Gordon Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares, bro. You better fix that, bro.
What are you gonna be pressing up on Nigella Lawson and that?
That's it, raw.
You gotta be prepared, bro.
When the time comes, I'll be ready.
Yeah. Okay.
I know you got a care package for us, so thank you for coming down. Let the people know quickly who you are, what you're about, because this opportunity.
Go on, bro.
Yeah, try and speak to the mic.
I just came to show love.
No, you come to show love, man. Show love
I literally
properly,
just
bro.
came to show love. My name's Chef D Chef Diaries for all my socials. And yeah, I'm a private chef, personal chef.
Yeah.
I make people happy through food.
I love that.
That's my job.
As a bar.
Now we'll definitely put your stuff in the description and that. But now thanks for coming down with the care package. What's in the goodie bag? We ain't got to open it now, boss.
Explain to us. Some jerk, some suya.
You got jerk, suya, okay. And any vegan options for the vegan?
I was told there's no veganism in it. Before.
No, I'm playing. I'll pull your leg. Pull your leg.
What's everyone's thing? But yeah, it's like literally because I suppose I had my client earlier today, but his tour got cancelled. So
his tour got cancelled. Light flex. Okay, cool.
So,
so we're chopping somebody else's food. Is that what you're telling us?
No.
Okay,
Like, so that's
I want to know if you made it specially for us.
This is for you guys.
Okay, cool. With love.
I've already got his food in his house. Ready
Okay,
to him.
I love that.
Yeah.
How have you someone that's like, how long have you been doing this being a chef?
5 years.
5 years. Okay, cool. So
But wait, guys, he's been cooking before that. Like when he was at uni, he was cooking for us and everything. So
Cookouts. These guys were
we was chopping.
were these the man that you tested all your rice on that first?
Yeah. Whenever there's a food, I arrive.
They were there.
Yeah, everyone's ready to chop in that.
11 o'clock, they were there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how have you coped through Corona? Obviously, with like a lot of stuff being shut, us being indoors.
The first lockdown, I had about maybe a week to because I had a lot of things booked up for. So like everyone was saying 2020 is your year, and I was just like, I'm just taking it easy.
Yeah.
And then Corona hit. Like my birthday, what was it? Middle of March. I had my last client, and everything closed.
Mad.
And I was like, I'm supposed to go Miami this year. I'm supposed to go Portugal this year. I'm supposed to be cooking for people. This is the time for me to become international chef.
Yeah.
I'm like, so I'm just like, what do I do? So I had to think about how I felt on my birthday. Couldn't go nowhere. Couldn't do nothing. Couldn't fly out. I needed to make people happy.
Of course.
And I knew cooking, even if it's just, I said, I'm going to do a contact-free delivery service all over London, Essex. I think, that's where we went to. So Essex and all London. I was doing alternate days, West London, East London, South London. So that just kept me busy. Yeah. And it brought in a lot of money that I wasn't expecting. Okay. So I was like, I'm actually surviving this. And then the first re-entry into civilization again, business was booming. Yeah. Then we got locked down again. Okay. And then I met a few business owners that said, we've just been from Nottingham, Manchester,
up and down.
They just said, we didn't care. We just continued. One girl was taking on 15k a week. I said,
15 racks.
And there was lockdown because she had a salon, but she made it in her house. I said, you know what? I'm not stopping.
Don't let Boris hear of this.
The second lockdown, I said, I'm not stopping. Look, I don't care. Boris and his people are pricks anyway. So
speak your truth, bro.
Were they not?
Come on.
Yeah. They not just fire my man. What's his name? My guy that was grabbed.
Dominic.
The one that was grabbing
Mike Hancock.
Exactly. Yeah. Imaginary Ash. Yeah. The one that was grabbing imaginary Ash. Bro.
Cock in hand.
Yeah. cock by name, cock by nature.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I literally just continued, and thankfully I've been booming since then.
That's good to hear.
Amen.
The clients I've lost, I've got better ones.
Okay, that's right.
So yeah, I've cooked for.
Name us some note. Who would be like your most notable people you've cooked for?
Notable, as in famous.
Fame, visibility, names.
I can't drop certain names.
Okay.
Because
you might have to sign NDAs for cooking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but like I cook for, like, he follows me on social, so I cooked for a Nigerian billionaire, 3 times in the last year.
Dope.
Cooked for him, his missus, her sister, And then
When you're a billionaire, everyone can chop.
so that's been like in terms of wealth. I think that's probably one of the wealthiest people I cook for. Cook for quite a few footballers. I've got a few clients that are athletes now.
Okay.
In a way, I kind of helped with Bridgerton. So the people that were in charge of the main people upstairs, I cooked for them for the time that they were here. The list is endless. CEOs, mainly people I cook for.
So what's it like when you're cooking for those like more notable people? Do you feel more pressure on the day?
I don't care.
Yeah.
I honestly, to be honest, everyone is the same.
Yeah.
You're a human being.
I mean, a Nigerian billionaire. Bye-bye, please, let's be honest.
No, but the thing is, I shop in the same place for every single client. I always go high end. So I'm going to my best butchers for everyone.
Okay.
Do you understand? There's always a cut. Do you understand? If I'm doing, for example, when I do certain things, there's always a cut of grade. And people come to me and feel like, oh, you're expensive. But I don't. If you see the cost of the food that I spend, it's like
you're paying for a premium service.
It's
essentially.
like 75% my budget in every week.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So I spend money on what I'm buying for you. Do you understand? So
and you're paying for an experience.
Yeah, so you're paying for experience, and I'm trying to, like I say, I try to make sure everyone's happy through the experience, and I want you to come back. Yeah. So
it smells nice, by the way.
Yeah.
Don't worry,
on the way here.
No, I'm going to. Don't be honest. Did you dip into some of the beef?
No, I've already got my.
Yeah, okay,
even
cool.
patterned for Marge as well. She's
happy. Okay.
Before we get off here, obviously, I know it's not just about you, but I appreciate you coming. That's why I wanted to ask you a few questions.
Yeah.
Where did you find your love for cooking?
Where? This is a real interview, you know. Love.
Were you saying you should be nervous on that?
No.
Because you've been playing that shoulder for a minute. I never expected it.
That is.
It's like you was ready with the question.
Bro, he's not even trying.
Shoulder lead in that.
Is there even any drinking there?
Bro,
man's drinking like straight.
No,
no chaser.
But yeah, have drinks, cool down.
Relax it now.
This questions are firing, you know. I thought I was gonna get up soon.
No, but the thing is, I want our people to know you. I know we've all known each other for a long time, and it's been overdue you coming. So I still want you to come again properly. But whilst here, let's have a quick chat. It's episode 300 as well today, so
come on.
It is a big deal. Thank you. So I was asking you where did you find your love for cooking?
How it started is that I was 7, maybe 6, between 6 or 7.
Okay.
I was playing football outside. I came back. I said, "Oh, where's my food?"
Yeah.
Mum said, "As a Nigerian, Mum would."
You're kicking that ball outside.
Just in the kitchen, make us have some food. Today, you will stay in this corner and watch me cook. Oh. And for me, I loved it.
Yeah.
It wasn't punishment. It wasn't an issue. I didn't spend a lot of time with Mum. That's what I remember my mum. My mum was always working.
Yeah.
But when she came home, she was cooking.
Yeah.
For me, it was just me and her.
Love that.
That's the only time we spent time.
Yeah.
And it's not until the beginning of this year that I realised
that was your bonding time.
My only bonding time.
Yeah.
And now, when she sees me doing what I'm doing, she's so proud. Oh. Like, my mum's been to almost every event.
Love that.
Do you understand? Like, every event, when we was doing, like, pop-ups and this, that, and the other, my mum's even done wash for me.
Your mum washed the pots for you?
Stuff.
When they used to make us wash plates,
so
she washed the plates for you.
And the thing is,
I would have shed a tear. I said, look at you now. You're washing plates.
And I was like, you don't have to. She's like, no, I'm doing it. Like, and ever since, like, literally before I left the house, she was like, I'm so proud of you. And I was like, is everything okay? Like, what's going on? Are you okay? She's like, I'm just so proud of you. Like, even with Corona, even with everything up, I got little ones, innit? So she's like, you look after your little ones. Like, you don't jerk your responsibilities. Like, you looked after us, because my sister and my mum didn't have work for the last 2 years.
Serious.
So I've got kids. I'm looking after.
Oh, we need you to cook for more billionaires. That's how I understand.
I'm looking after 2 households.
Speak on it, Black Kang.
Do you know what I'm saying? And I've been nice still. That's the thing. Like, anything they need, anything the kids need, anything my mum needs, I'm still nice afterwards. That's a miracle in itself.
You are what they call an alpha male.
Bro, after looking after everyone and still being nice, I need that. God when.
Yeah.
God when.
Like, I was just like, yeah, you know what? I appreciate you telling me that. And from there, that like let me go back to the beginning. From 7, 8, I was in the kitchen cooking, learning rice. My first dishes were dead. Even when I was like a teenager, dead. I was like, I just want to cook for my family and be nice. I wanted to build restaurants, but I never wanted to be in the kitchen.
Okay.
Do you understand? Like, it was only, when I was 24, 25, I was like, yeah, like, I can't work for the man forever. So how am I going to pattern it? Like, I'm going to get a nice job and this, that, and the other. My love for food, like, at uni, that was my process of just showing people that I love food. And that was my way of getting people that may not necessarily chill with each other in the same space. And it always works.
So you're using jollof rice to squash the beef?
I like that one there still.
Hey, no way. Like, if there was beef,
Screaming.
no one could be in my house and not have a good time.
I love that.
Do you understand? The barbecues that I've run over the years, like people that know me, like even people have called me, oh bro, can I roll you? I'm like, oh, there's nothing left, you know. Like, you're calling me at 9, the food gone.
Oh yeah, no, come on, have some
me?
class.
So
that man have no decorum, you know.
do you know what I mean? So like, I've literally just always loved it, and everyone asks me, it's like, does it work? No. Like, I've got to wake up 9 o'clock. I've got to be at someone's house at 9 o'clock. They're 2 hours away from me. I'm gonna be there. Yeah. Because I'm starting off your day right. Do you understand? And I'm doing if I do my part, the rest of your day is gonna be sweet. Yeah. If I'm cooking your dinner, you go to bed happy. Yeah. I need that. Yeah. That's my currency.
That's how you get your endorphins.
Do you understand? Yeah. That's my thing where it's like, you know what I've done. Like, there's sometimes my missus asks me always. She's like, oh, how was it out of 10? Like, yeah, 9, 8, 8.5. There might have been this I could have done. But I know that it's always in that top.
Bruv, he's not even trying to be humble. Man's like 8, 9.
No, because I know
my
job.
Yeah, I hear that, bro. But imagine having like a chef in your circle. Do you know how great that would be?
How fucking long you've known this guy? I've not been utilising. It's only now that I'm eating beef. Are you? Don't come here and start talking trash, bro.
Nah, but like, yeah, but you can know people, and obviously, like, with all due respect, they're not always going to be in your circle.
I understand.
That's
what I'm playing. I understand.
But imagine having someone that cooks in your circle. Yeah. No niggas in your circle, like, you know, they'll go the extra mile for you, innit?
Of course, yeah.
So, like, whatever you need Donnie to cook, man will cook, bro.
But that's why I like something like today, like, that's how long we've known each other. It's dope that you just pulled up and you wanted to do this. So I really appreciate that, man.
Absolutely.
I'm definitely going to chop tonight, tomorrow.
I was telling these
niggas
that,
separated
like,
it so that people don't try and, do you know what I mean? It's only a snippet. Like, this is nothing. You don't
okay,
know
so
this one's just
all
a
right,
treble.
yeah, all right. Talk that big talk.
Like,
no,
yeah,
but the thing is that, like, I was telling the man, them, like, I haven't really had suya like that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, but it makes.
But these dons, like, you know, he should be introducing me to certain shit.
My suya and jerk's coming back this weekend. So.
Nah, bro, just back me though. He's supposed to be introducing me to some shit.
No, but to be honest, in this country, suya's dead.
Oh man! So basically, he's saying that you lot's mum's suya is dead.
Wow.
That's what he said.
What is wrong with you?
That's what he said.
Just bringing them around of the podcast down.
1 second. Can you bottle that guy?
Honestly,
that's
get
what
the
he
bottle.
said.
No,
where's the bottle?
Imagine I said your mum's in town, but was shocking. You fall down and die. You want to kill me?
I thought that I'd die right
Do you
now.
know you can keep person? What? When you see my mum, you better prostrate. I'm flogging everybody. Are you crazy?
First of all,
I do hear you don't know, but see you back home. Yeah.
Suya's not done by mums.
In a newspaper.
Yeah.
I'll swear down.
We had
So what are you saying?
You're getting.
I can't do my job. I'm an alpha.
Can you produce?
Can you make taba?
Yes, absolutely.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
In the kitchen.
You lie.
Like stir fry.
He's them fraud guys, yeah. It's happened. Mumsy cooks, yeah, and he goes to the end and he starts snapping.
Yeah.
You're opening the lid. Opening the lid.
What?
And it's fogging. It's fogging. It's fogging. It's fogging.
All the girls in the DMs like, oh my god, I love a man in the kitchen. Like, yeah,
right?
babe, yeah. This time you didn't do shit.
What? I can't serve the community like Bumpy Johnson now.
No.
Like Frank Lucas, nah,
nigga.
What if I'm producing the content to the people? Don't worry about the origins, innit? Yeah. I've got the
Man
product.
snapping food at the end, like
I'm Ghost with the gilet.
Man's wearing gilet in the kitchen.
Gillette in the kitchen.
I'm producing that work. Don't worry.
My days. The only other thing I wanted to ask, how important has social media been to like expanding your business? Obviously, like aside from us being at uni, when uni was done now and everyone's back home, it was Twitter, Instagram. I've seen you heavily on it. So that's what I was able to. Okay, my man's really taking this food thing seriously.
The thing is, I'm gonna say this in the most humble way possible. I haven't flourished from social media.
Okay.
I have been blessed by my talent and the circles I've been put in.
That was fucking loud, bro.
I rate that.
And the networks I've been able to generate has enabled me to walk into doors that I...
So it's word of mouth.
Word of mouth.
Your work has kind of spoken for you as well.
Skills, it's culinary skills,
like
bro.
my talent's done the job for me. Like social media's been a great tool used over the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Where like that's when I went into this full time. So it was like I watched it. Was I reading the Gary V book?
Okay, Gary Vaynerchuk, yeah.
Audio book, and I was like, you know, Twitter's. Then I literally started attacking little things, and then social media helped, but it doesn't necessarily. Not everyone's got the P's on social media that they're portraying.
Yeah, I understand that, yeah.
Understand, so like,
and the internet thing doesn't guarantee you. I'm just saying, the reason I was asking that, my question was like, how important it is, because like, I feel it's almost criminal now if you've got a business to not have a social media presence. Doesn't mean that's the only thing that's going to help you thrive, but like, imagine us as a podcast having no social media presence, or like, I see, and one thing I love about the women, even though we joke and we have our little male-female gender jokes, throughout lockdown, for me, they're the most industrious. All them girls, like you're saying, are doing hair, ain't slowed down. The girls are doing nails, the girls are doing waxes, like just anything in regards to hair and beauty, they ain't slowed down. I know girls that have like learned new skills during lockdown and like now have started a business during that time period. I feel like, for me personally, the way if you want the mic to pick up, you can shuffle across the Van's mic just to picture up properly in it. So
give me my mic back.
Yeah.
The way
move a bit more across because I want to hear you properly. You can pull it out. There you go. I know you're a big somebody.
Yeah, get comfortable.
Yeah.
The way I've seen women take social media, aesthetically they're great at it. Yeah. There's a thing where I just want to put the plate out there and make it look good as possible. Whereas that's their bag. Women pay attention to details, and I've just seen a lot of people blossom. Yeah. Joyce K, for example, she took it and made it her own, and I respect that. Yeah. But I also see it as, so it's a tool for me to use to show what I do. Of course. Do you understand? Whereas, like, I still feel that I've got that underground circle of people that just work for me. Like, I've had so many recommendations through word of mouth. That's dope. Like, literally people calling me up, oh, I got your number off this place. Such and such, you did something for them. But, like, credit to everyone that's doing it. Yeah. I don't want, the thing is, imagine, like, now, my social media is taken away from me. That's the way I don't want to be reliant on a tool. I want to be a thing where no matter what happens, Chef D still exists. Yeah. Because someone can wipe my TikTok, someone can wipe my Instagram, someone can wipe my Twitter. It's very true. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I've seen them days when, you know about it, when like Instagram's down and like people at home clutching their pearls, like, oh my god. But it's real though. It's real. So if that's where a lot of your business is and those things are down, that's why for a lot of people I think the move is to try and get behind a paywall. If you've got like a podcast or Patreon, even then try and get your own website, try and get your own app, something that is like as centralized to you as possible and isn't in other people's hands. Because if who owns my man owns what, Insta. Was it Facebook, Insta? Was it Twitter as well? No, not
Facebook,
Twitter.
Insta. Someone has Twitter. Someone else has
Twitter. Who owns Snapchat? Is it on their own Snap as well, or am I bugging?
Is Facebook Snapchat?
No. Snapchat.
I'm saying like, imagine so like one entity or one company owns all these things, and things just kind of shut down, and then you're left kind of high and dry. So I understand. They turn off the lights. Yeah. It's long. You understand? It's like I get more emails than DMs. I get more phone calls than like my social media is just a page to show that I'm working. Advertising. People don't feel like, because what before I was just gonna take a year off social media, but my PA is always like, they need to see that you're working. Yeah. Like no matter what, because she's like, because I'll send her stuff and she's like, they need to see this. Yeah.
Like, and there's certain clientele that I've had. I'm like, bro, I'm actually in this person's house, but the thing for me, private chef means private. I respect everyone's privacy. So as much as it's great to say I've cooked for this artist, cooked for that artist, and this person and that person, it doesn't do anything for me. Like I said, I've got to treat you all the same.
Yeah.
Because I can't have you as a client and treat you differently to someone.
No, that's right. And if you didn't deal with us properly, you would probably never got to the billionaire with a high profile person.
So I need to be the same throughout. Otherwise, I lose my identity. It's like I see these stories of other companies. Where
Let me just pull this up.
I see this thing where other companies are being blasted. One thing I don't want to be is ever blasted on Twitter like, oh, if you're not famous, if you're not on
you
IG,
don't want to be getting cooked.
If you're not that, I'm never going to get cooked. No chance.
Oh,
You
shit.
understand? Because I'm giving everybody the same.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to be different.
Yeah.
Do you understand? I have to make sure that, no one says, because he cooked for this person, it was great. When he cooked for me, it was dead. No. I want to speak consistent throughout. But sometimes I know, you know what, Dej, you could have pushed that to a 9. If you did this, if you did that. But it's micro things. I'm always learning.
Yeah.
This is an industry for me to learn. It's not for me to show off.
Yeah.
Like social media, like I said, I don't have social media for myself. I only started putting my face on social media 2 years ago. 3 years ago.
People want to know who's behind the brand and stuff.
Exactly,
Makes it more
I
personable.
don't want to be seen. I'm not trying to be famous. That's not my job. My job is to make you guys happy on my plate.
Yeah. Bel Air fool.
Do you understand? Like,
Long guy truth.
But yeah, like that's me, man.
No, stop, man. I know you weren't prepped for no question, but I'm happy to hear that you can share a little bit, and you know.
I've pinned you down still.
Bro, and you run off.
Yeah, I saw you sweating and that. Sorry, I couldn't help you.
Bro, not even juice, just gave me straight liquor.
Yeah.
That's what we did on the 300 episode.
Yeah, man. That's how we
You can't move with them shoulders now. But drink up, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
What's going on around there? Hey, in fact, give me more.
More.
Where's the?
Look, I ain't got them snippets of you two falling off in uni, bro.
Oh.
So relax.
Drag them, Ben. I
It's
would love
fine.
to see
It's
it.
fine, bro.
Oh no, share your truth, bro.
plead
Forget the steak and the food thing.
I plead the fifth.
Share me some stories about these guys.
Bro. Like I've already I've told
This
you.
guy forgets, what made him famous to me. So hey, man's walking through the shopping centre, yeah. I see one Don doing Terry Crews to Wolves, man, topless through the shopping. I was like, is that Dej? I look up properly, all shoulders, traps, chest. I was like, why is this Don topless in the shopping
Euro
centre?
training in West
Deadly,
Key.
dangerous, dangerous.
In West
bro.
Key.
With the chunk system. Man was topless with the shorts and chunk
Screaming. It's all good, man.
I love it, you know.
And
Hey, who the fuck
get
it? We're
away
here
with
now, innit? You
Yeah,
know.
man.
Look at us. Who would have thought?
Yeah. Who'd have thought, you know.
Yes, man. That's what matters.
Have you got to be somewhere shortly and stuff, or you good to chill for a little bit?
No, I'm good for chill.
Yeah, good to chill. We do have a segment on the podcast at the minute with regards to what are we watching.
Yeah.
So has anyone got any show recommendations, any docs, any films, anything you're watching at the moment you want to share with the people?
I'll just start by saying I finished Genius. I know I've been speaking about it for about 4 weeks.
I've started seeing more people speak about it though.
Genius, yeah. So obviously 3-part series. With the first season being Einstein, second being Picasso, and the third being Aretha Franklin. I finished the Aretha Franklin one. Interesting stories, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's on Disney Plus.
Okay.
It's part of the National Geographic channel. So, catch that out if you can. It's great, to be honest. I've been watching The Godfather of Harlem season 2
Okay, so you still
on Stars. I just started watching Raising Canaan, Power Book 2.
I won't lie to you. I think they've done very well.
Yeah.
I think it's already for me. Even just episode 1, I won't ruin it for anybody.
Did you like the portrayal of Canaan? Like knowing Canaan from Power,
Yeah.
and looking at the origins of him as a youth.
You want lemonade? Because you lot just doing a shambles over
Yeah,
there.
we're doing.
I don't know what's going on. But I don't
We're
know how that
doing
looks
a
on
mad
camera.
thing right
Why
now.
leave this, bro?
Yeah, can you pass SEO?
My little brothers do that.
Bruv, drink
Bro,
that, man.
Spit juice.
What are you leaving that for? When they're man, I don't want to finish it. That's what it is.
That's calm.
Yeah.
You know.
So yeah, no, you're saying Raising Canaan. you
Raising
asked me about the
Canaan.
Frail.
Is that ice?
Yeah, the second installment of the Power Book 2 series. The first one being about Tariq, right?
Yeah, Tariq. So we sent around Tariq and
Tasha's trial.
Yeah, Tasha's trial. You got Mary J. Blige's character.
Yeah.
Where's your blood?
I thought
Who's that?
Yeah,
Who's that man?
I thought it was gonna let me go, but let me tell you something. Between now and when we leave, one of you's bound to make a mistake, and don't
It will
let
not
me
be me.
catch you because bow.
Bow, bow, bow.
I'm
Mary J.
ready.
Blige, you know.
Yeah, but
No.
you know what? It's okay. But I know what you meant. Mary J. Blige. To be fair, like I couldn't stand Tariq in Power, but
he won us over in the
Power Book 2, bro. The Power Book series, he won me over.
But I think when you asked what you asked about portrayal, I think Kanaan and in the Raising Kanaan character, I think it's loosely based on like 50 when he's younger was called Booby, was chubby and stuff. So I think that's what it is. They pull some bits from 50 and that.
Yeah, so I think someone was like, I fucks with Raising Kanaan, but it looks a bit get rich or die trying
with your mum, the drug dealer, XYZ. So I think
coming up, I was confused. My mum kissing a girl.
Stop it.
What a bar! What a bar!
He's gonna try it. He's behind it.
Yeah.
He's always gonna try and shake.
He's gonna put his like. Bro, if it was you, would you not do your thing for yourself?
What for like 15 years? Like,
do you know what got me though? At the start, like he was doing a lot of narration. I was like, please don't do this throughout this episode and the rest of the series. And luckily, they didn't do it for the whole episode. Where like they're doing the film, but like I don't want to hear 50's voice throughout. Like you're not even on this. Just let it stand alone. We know you're part of it. We're gonna see you doing all the press, doing the interviews now. But I don't want to be watching an episode and just hear your voice narrating the whole thing. Yeah, it's like I think it defeats the purpose kind of. And lends to what you're saying about like Donnie's kind of all over with his story, like get rich, die trying vibes. I don't want that in it. So, but yeah, no, that's
smart
cool.
student. Like man was supposed to go to a good school. If only you took the test. He was like, nah, I'd rather shoot niggas up.
Stupid ass. Well, yeah,
how many of you would you know that like are blessed with intelligence and they're like, nah,
gang thing.
With all my intelligence, let me just shoot niggas up.
Hey man, this happens in the end. I don't know if what you have got. I've been watching this Naomi Osaka documentary.
Yeah, I caught that as well
on Netflix. I think it kind of shows a little, makes you. I think it should help you understand her more in her decision in regards to like dropping out of the recent competition. I feel like she's going through a bit of an identity crisis. I think
this is why I hate the new school. Like because
what new school?
I mean, this is why I hate this era.
Okay, go on.
Because we feel like all the top people should have a documentary. I'm not trying to hear what Naomi's trying to say because like. In all honesty, it made me understand her a little bit, but at the same time, I couldn't give a toss of what she thinks.
I don't give a heck.
It does like I watch tennis regularly, but I just don't think that every person should have a documentary. Like even like with watching it, she seemed uncomfortable in doing it.
She's an uncomfortable person.
She's a shy person.
She's shy.
Just let like for me, you should just let the person be the person that they are. Like they've just shown up to play tennis and win shit. And that's it. They don't want to talk. They don't want to do all this. Just give the money that she deserves for her talent only.
But I think I came across it in the documentary. Like she had a bit where I think it's like a charity event or something attached to like her brand, and like she doesn't want to really do like the photos or do the questions and stuff. So
how many episodes in that?
I think
there's like three or four.
Yeah.
So like I watched the first one and I was like, this babes don't want to do this.
You know, that came out very early. So, well, my point is that I think it shows and kind of proves more to like people, the naysayers about maybe her being weak-minded or whatever, or like the press getting onto her. She clearly doesn't even really want this attention. So I understand why you like, why would she even do a documentary? But I think it also lets you understand her a bit more in regards to identity. So she's mixed heritage. She's representing Japan at the Olympics. Yeah. But then like you've got the fact you've got the Haitian dad who taught her tennis. So and she even then starts talking about stuff politically. Even in the documentary, I can't remember the tournament where she wore all the names of people that died recently, like George Floyd, Breonna Taylor. I think there's about 7 or 8 names that she wore on her face mask, innit? Yeah. So she was using her platform to support and protest, and I think she was showing her coming into her own politically and maybe like identity-wise, like knowing who she is. Yeah. So maybe I like it for that, to maybe understand her a bit better.
I'm probably speaking of from a perspective of like only watching the first episode.
Yeah.
So I haven't like.
I'd say watch
seen
the
her
rest to
growth
formulate
and
your opinion.
progression. Do you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
like from the first episode, it just seemed like she didn't want to do this. Like she didn't understand how, because a lot of people were calling her like the star that came overnight. She literally just came onto the scene and started winning. So for me, it was like she was just trying to process like the fact that everywhere she goes now, she's gonna be greeted by everyone.
Yeah.
And now that she's tapped into the Asian market, her value has just increased. Like I think she broke records with the amount that she'd earned in a year.
She's like
Someone
40,
of her
50
age,
mil.
yeah, she's
Cordae
40, 50 mil up.
you better stay there, bro.
Yeah,
You man
just
are
rap, bro.
wifing
You don't have
hoes.
to,
I'm with a whole tennis
You don't
star.
have to chase a he doesn't have to chase a hit.
Yeah.
No, but the Asian market is different. Once they love you in that market,
And it showed as well. And it was a kind of maybe cynically made me think, is that possibly why she's representing Japan? Because that's a massive market. They want a star, and Nike, whoever else is behind the brand wise, would want her over there because it's kind of untapped territory for them possibly.
it could be a facade.
You ain't never seen an American rapper that silent,
Well, in terms of a boyfriend and that.
bro. He knew his place, bro. What?
Have you ever heard Oprah Winfrey's man talk? That nigga even got a voice box.
That's what I'm saying. When the woman is when you got a high value woman, like
Kevin
why are you speaking?
Van Samuels.
Why are you chatting, bro?
He's a whole rapper still. He's still a rapper.
He is, but
Oh my days,
you're like to the masses. You're Naomi Osaka's boyfriend,
it's true.
It's true.
That's fair, yeah. In certain circles.
bro. They didn't give a fuck. He changed his name from YBN just to Cordae.
Cordae.
They didn't give a toss,
No one doesn't even know if he's making music.
fam.
No, we know he's on the Grammy. Don't do that to my guy called Dave, man. You look crazy, bruv.
Them niggas don't know, bro.
Yeah.
Grammy nominated.
Yeah, Grammy nominated, man. Grammy nominated.
Yeah, he did have
For
a
that
Grammy
younger lot, he's
nominated.
actually like you'd probably.